Yo. Yo! And welcome to the almost weekly CoH2 podcast. Today we've got a new guest, Kimbo. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
And we of course have Orangepest with us here today, since we're hosting this together. How are you?
Well, kind of tired, but
Kind-
you know
Yeah,
how it is.
as per usual, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just always tired nowadays.
All right, so we're in the middle of a tournament, and Kimbo, you're still playing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I didn't save two last replays, so I might be out.
Did you actually not?
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, what
Uh,
the fuck?
You shouldn't let them know, you know. Just go with the flow until someone asks for them, like we did.
I have
I mean,
no agenda. At least lying that I can in my life. That would improve it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but AE casted those games, so it should be fine anyway.
Yeah, of course. That's enough of proof, right? Otherwise, you know, otherwise, you know, I think it was Queries, right? He might demand rematch.
I'm gonna.
That would be so weird not to do it immediately after. Could you imagine, like in the middle of the week, you just have to replay your tourney games?
I mean, maybe if he claims, you know, illegitimate or whatever you say.
Well, wouldn't it be a penalty instead?
Yeah, possible.
Because I know people get like penalties for doing that stuff.
Maybe Queries would have the choice to remove like 10 of Kimbo's commanders since it's a commander terminator.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at the brackets here. Let's take a look. I've actually not been too invested in this. I'm in the middle of exams right now, so of course
Oh
there's...
shit, man!
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
yeah. So I've been very
UC.
busy bee, exactly. Let's see if I can.
You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared I used too good of a commander versus Curious, the elite doctrine with G43 and smoke for the tanks.
Fucking knew you were gonna say that.
Because I thought like it might be actually good and like maybe I gonna need that.
What, you're gonna need the G43s and the stun nade?
No, the smoke for the tanks. I love that ability.
But there's like a million commanders with that tank smoke.
Yeah,
that
but
are
there's
better.
only one with G43 and on like Nexus, that's perfect commander. Or maybe. And I don't know. It's
Yeah, I mean, you have so many options, I think, as host here. There's very few bad options, I think.
I mean, just pick something with G43 like Lightning War and Tiger. That's how we do.
Yeah.
I think I did that against the Silver and it almost worked.
I'm looking at the brackets here. Are you guys surprised of any of the results?
I'm
Yeah, I
surprised.
lost a game to Cobalt.
Oh yeah, you did. What happened then?
I went up mid-game to grab a Pepsi.
Oh, that's the excuse.
That's the actual truth. There was like
Right.
a moment in the middle of the game where I just like all my army was like one model, so I couldn't do anything. So I just went up and grabbed a Pepsi.
All right, cocky and confident. What happened in the match versus Nico?
It was fairly close, but I just made basically in the first game was Soviet versus Wehrmacht, and he like started spamming T-34 76s, and I went for a P4 into Tiger. So like one Tiger had to fight like 4 T-34s, and that did not go well. I almost managed to salvage it though, but it wasn't crucial enough. I would say it's like decent games overall, pretty watchable.
Yeah. I'm a bit surprised. Baoliang actually took a game from Nico, but he didn't take, or you didn't take any from him.
Well, ours were like super close. Like both of those games, like there was moments I thought I'd won. For sure.
He might have been saving some commanders as well, I'm assuming.
Oh, he didn't use any commanders at all, I don't think.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, so he has everything.
I did the same thing for like 15 minutes, I think, in the first game.
Yeah, looking at Nico here, he's only used one commander, it seems, throughout the entire tournament so far, and that's Jaeger Infantry. That's also one of the strongest ones, I would say. One of the better picks.
He must have done it for the ace game against Bao.
Oh yeah, probably. Just not to risk anything. You're probably
Okay,
correct there.
it doesn't say what round it is, right?
No, it doesn't, sadly. That would be kind of sick if there was like a number, which game, instead of just a cross.
I can actually find this. Hold on. Just gonna look at the replays with the ball.
You do that. Kimbo, what do you think about the tournament so far?
It's cool. It's cool, and there's not a lot of rounds, so I'm
Yeah, there's no losers bracket, which is what I think you're referring to, right?
Nah. I mean, I think last Commander Terminator tournament there was one extra round. So.
Oh, because yeah, it was probably 32 players. I
Yeah,
think.
32, and now it's not that many players, so not many commanders actually getting used. So
Oh
I think
yeah,
the final is gonna be more fair.
true.
Are you gonna use Ostrufan?
Oh, I don't know. That's good.
He's not gonna, say his tactics before the matches. Not gonna spoil it.
I don't even
No
fucking know
balls.
my tactics before the matches start.
You don't have any tactics. You just make
Oh, sorry. I'm glad Orangepest not drunk, because he would start insulting me again. All
It's already started, It's already.
Oh, you're not. Tell now, you fucking whore.
So, how are you feeling going into the game versus Asha? Are you confident?
Well, don't know about that. About equal. About 50-50.
Oh, you respect him that much?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. He's won a couple ones. I can't remember the last one. You I think won the latest tournament. When you beat Isildur, if I'm not mistaken, maybe.
No, Cian in the finals.
Oh, yeah, it was Cian. God damn it. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
Isildur, in the upper finals, and then Cian in the grand final.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep, and then Isildur just dropped out of the tournament completely.
Yeah, there was some drama, I guess, if you could call it that. CoH2 drama.
He rage quit. That's what it was.
Yeah. How did your games go versus Quirits? We have a replay here that we're gonna check out in a couple of minutes. But did you feel like scared or anything since you lost the game?
Scared of what? What scared? Did
I
I
mean,
feel scared?
Yeah, when you lost the game to Quirits.
Not really. The last game went smooth.
Okay. What did you think when you played me? Because we played in the first round.
Yeah. I thought I was a bit stressed, and then my coping mechanism kicked in after the first game. I was like, yeah, on this map versus Soviets, I often lose as austere, and like I played easy, and then he wrecked me. Like, it's just hard versus Soviets.
Yeah.
Good strategy. So I was like, okay, that's why he beat me. So I was like, I'm gonna win anyway.
Yeah, evidently you did. That's very nice.
Well, sometimes I gotta rationalize some things to get more confidence.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, playing confident, I think most people just play better, because it's usually better to be aggressive, the way you really were in the second game with the T-34s.
Yeah, I think most of the time, but it's not gonna guarantee you a win, definitely. But it's good. It's cool. It's cool to be aggressive. Go to rewards that.
Mm-hmm. So in the Quirits game, we got a replay here. Let me switch to that instead, and we'll take a look at the game. This was
Yeah, the first one.
If you give me like a second to load in, so I don't want to watch on a delay, because I'll get weird.
Oh, Relica is here, I think. Oh, yo, what's up, man?
Hey. Hello.
Yeah, I had a really late night last night, so a bit late.
So we're looking at the game here. Relicaa just joined us for the podcast, so that's very nice. And we're looking at Did you say, was this the first game, Kimbo?
Oh yeah, the first game, yeah.
And you're playing as OKW here on this lovely map, which I think is called Canal Park?
C. Anal Park, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you're playing as as OKW versus Querit Soviets here, and you're doing this very aggressive Sturm Pioneer. What were your like thoughts here? You're already picking Overwatch, so you must have.
You didn't invite me to the replay, man. I need to watch your stream now.
It's on the stream.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I'll help you, Kimbo. Give me a sec.
I got it on the stream. I think it's fine. Well,
Okay.
the Storm Pioneer is if you surprise someone, you win because you kill. And like you go around the corner early. Every good player in the history, Asia Mint, even Carl back in the day, you just go aggressive with the Storm and you win early engagement.
And even on these medium ranges, where when you're behind cover, you deal a lot of damage. So.
Yeah, I don't know, like encourage anyone forcing a certain playstyle with their Storm Pioneers, but I don't think that just capping the map with your Storm Pioneer is the most efficient thing to do.
I think there's some viable options with it, because if you do cap, you can start engagements with the Folks and then flank with the Sturm. But you can also do this very aggressive play, where you then deny the fuel or some other very important resource point for quite some time, like you did here.
That is true.
Why did you go for Overwatch specifically?
Because I was thinking just good commander, not too good, and I thought of Overwatch. I don't think it's that strong, and I was for me at least. And then so I was like, okay, I can use that.
Yes, looking at the engagements here, you're getting an early half track, which is interesting. I'm assuming it's for the flame nades, the option.
No, it's just to put battle group early so I don't spend munition on med crates.
Okay. So you're not planning to go the JLI, or are you grabbing them later then? Like, what's your general build order here?
At the tier 1 and then Jaeger Light.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably, yeah. That was the thought.
Do you prefer
usually-
2 Jaeger Lights or 1? Because I know a lot of people like doing 3 Volks and then 2 JLIs.
No, I wanted to go for Aubers later. I don't think now. I'm thinking I shouldn't even have built the JLI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I should have just rushed to tier 4 into double Auber instead of this J. This JLI didn't do much, to be honest.
Interesting. Because I know a lot of players that think JLIs are too strong or even overpowered.
But aren't Aubers better?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Obers are a bit more expensive though, so there's a give and take there.
Yeah, it's not. They're not OP, but I'm just for this strategy. I just think double Auber would be more. Because I would. Yeah, I was playing for late game, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, JLIs also have this capability where they can see so much. Really good spotting unit, as you can see here, the amount of vision you get. Of course, there's a squad up here, so it's not all because of the JLI, but generally there is a very large vision radius. Makes them really good, coupled with support weapons.
Yeah, but
So, why did you want to play late game against Soviets specifically? Is it because you feel like Quartz is weak late game, or because you feel like OKW has an advantage?
I think it's because of the. I don't think I can win early and mid game.
Okay. Because I feel like OKW in this matchup specifically will struggle basically every stage of the game. But especially late game becomes like really brutal now.
Well, I was thinking I would struggle early and mid game until the late game when I get the right build, like double Auber and Panther. I could actually have chance of winning.
Interesting. I was gonna say I think OKW's best shot is with either the flak or the Panzer IV timing, which is if you don't use your flak correctly or well enough, if you don't get enough like utility out of it, generally you're quite far behind. But
Oh yeah.
that's from the way I play. I know you're a very aggressive player and you like to, you know, keep the pressure up at all times.
Yeah, I like to set myself up for a good late game. That's what I'm doing mostly. I don't think that you can win a tournament game without playing better in the late game, but or having better army because of the faction, whatever. But I'm like, just trying to prepare myself for the late game. The better I do in the mid and early, the better I just gonna have late.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really trying to win early and mid. Like actually, just stomp. Like I'm just actually, I would play more aggressive to wipe, but I'm not. I just cap.
So you're mostly just booming, as we say in Age of Empires terminology.
Yeah. Trying to get map control, not really going for the wipes.
Get that army value up until you have amassed
Definitely.
enough strength to make some decisive pushes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a strategy. I mean, I don't doubt that playing more for mid game could be also good or early. I think just what I was thinking this game.
I really like what you've done here, because you're actually controlling double fuel quite early, and you even got a sandbag folk on Querit's fuel here, which is quite rough. He's trying to find angles to fight it, but it's still not like the most optimal fight for him.
Yeah, my
There's a
early.
late flag cap track too. This is like relatively late, right? Because I think the normal timing is like 5:30. So I'm wondering why you went for like a late flag here.
It's not that late. I have like 20 fuel in the bank when I'm building.
I don't think it's that late. It's like 1 minute late at most. But the fact that he's denied so much fuel, like if Queritz is aiming for a T70, that's going to be very delayed.
Well, he has to be going for T70 now. Because I was thinking, right, if he'd gone for a cap track, it would be out by now, right? And he wouldn't have had the flat cap track in time. I guess if you know he's going T70 or you think he's doing it, then if you hold a decent lead at least, you can force the T70 to dive you. Because I don't think Quartz... Well, Quartz is floating to a degree, but I don't think he has like that much of like a mid game right now, except the T70.
Yeah, I think he was just waiting to see what Kimbo brought out. You see he's started queuing the sys gun as soon as the flag popped, so... It would have actually been nice to have Queritz on here too, and we could have both players' opinions. Maybe that's for next time. It's just interesting to see what people, think. Like, at this stage, I'm pretty sure Kimbo feels pretty good about himself in this position.
Yeah, at this stage I was thinking, damn, these Jaegers fucking don't do anything.
I mean, they're already vet 1 with 6 kills. So...
Yeah, but he ura'd them and they lost the engagement, like, versus a 5-man conscript. I didn't like that at all.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they also, something to keep in mind, one model costs 35 to reinforce, which is like elite infantry level.
In terms of manpower, like, you actually kill a lot, but also lose a lot.
You bleed way more, I think. Well, I think what you gotta do is basically just run when they get close and just start to bleed them out.
That's true. You should just retreat when they get close to you. That is very true.
This is a very greedy play with the flat cap track and the Raquette, I gotta say. Kinda exposed here, not much on the flanks. With like half your army, not really in position.
Yeah, I knew that. I was like kinda scared, but I was like, fuck it.
As long as you have a Folks close by, I think it's fairly fine. Because one snare, one Raquette hit, and a burst from the flak will kill the T70. So it's not like super bad as long as the Folks is close by for that Faust.
Well, I feel like look at the southern front essentially, right? Just collapsed completely. It's like this support is all over the place. I mean, he's holding the northern field though, to be fair, which is fine. But I feel like this is like this sort of situation where Soviets can like start snowballing because T70 can put up a ton of pressure.
Yeah, here we could see a scenario right here where the JLI is so good, because you actually spotted the sys gun, which lets you charge it. It's just stuff like that is a bit hard to put money on, I think.
This is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, those misses from the sys, but they were attack rounds.
No, it's just Kimbo luck in action.
Even sober Kimbo, what do you have to say for your defense. I'm wondering here, does Quirits does not have snares? I was like, where is the snare?
He was trying to bait.
Yeah, Kimbo just called him though on his bluff.
Yeah, I was like thinking that even if he snares, he doesn't kill me, which I was wrong. But, well, I mean, when he got close, then I knew he doesn't have snares. But so that's I'll be pulling back earlier. So yeah.
Yeah, might as well stay there and get some extra damage in.
Yeah, because I don't like in the third game when he bluffed me, I completely pull back, and I don't think that's bad. I think playing a bit safer is not a. But you know, if he had snare, that could be interesting.
I do like how you say that you play for late game, but I feel like this is such aggression here. But maybe that was more opportunistic from you because you realized he was kind of weak.
Yeah, I realized that if you know, this is my like some of these pushes are just my chance to get half of the map,
I
basically.
feel like the problem, right, is like you kind of have to make a push because you don't have any fuel basically under your control now. And he's obviously can always tick faster than you because you're OPW. That means you're basically playing from behind for a good while until you regain some sort of map control, which you do now, so you basically force them out. But it's still not the best situation to be in, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm losing at this point.
It was close though.
You're falling 500 fuel, or not fuel, manpower. So why don't you get any MG34s or leagues or anything?
As I wanted to get overs.
Yeah, like you said, he's planning. I guess Schwer could have been up a bit faster, but it's not like a big deal. Because you want to float this for the obers, I'm assuming here, like you mentioned.
I mean, I am trying to be very adaptive and not have a rigid build order, but at this point I thought, maybe should I get a league, should I get MG? And nah, I'm just gonna go for an over.
I like what you're doing here though. If you can drop a couple models before, that could have definitely been a wipe.
Yeah, I didn't play out nearly as good as I thought it would.
I could have. I guess you got scared by the T7, right?
Yeah, and I didn't drop any models.
That's true.
It's about 13 minutes in, and you haven't seen his commander choice yet. What you're thinking at this point?
Command. He picked Overwatch.
Well, he wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, he wouldn't know about it because he hasn't seen anything from it.
Good point.
Know about what?
Well, you would like
commander.
where it's commander pick, right? Like at the stage, because he hasn't used anything.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was, what he had. I knew it's kind of like. I knew it's not SVT. I knew it's something with maybe guards, T3485 or something else like that.
The thought of him not using a commander cross your mind?
No. I
No.
was sure he gonna use.
Interesting spare positioning.
Aggressive.
It's very aggressive. Although it's a very awkward place to attack, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like if he attacks from here and tries to remove it, it's kind of open, right, from the south to counter push. I actually really like that Schwer position the more I think about it. Usually you see it on your own cutoff, but this one, if you place it down here, it's way easier for the left side player to actually attack it. You almost cut the T7 there too. Are you feeling confident at this moment, Kimbo?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like at this point, you're just facing...
I mean, you did get the
stronger
T70. Oh, yeah. Got his first over, the second over is of course ticking. So that's what he was saving for. Popping 2 overs, this is gonna give him quite the power spike, especially with the T70 down, right?
Oh my, this is so much manpower though.
I mean, it is, but if you're going long term, I actually think this is looking pretty good for Kimbo.
But long term, I don't know, you're gonna like have to reinforce like Jaeger, that's 35, Ober, that's like 40. That's 2
Yeah.
Ober squads. And then you got 3 Volks on top of that. There's no, and also the Sturm and the Raketa, and this is like, I feel like this is too much. I think 1 Ober is fine. I feel like once you get 2 and a Jaeger, I feel like you get into the territory where it's like not worth it.
Yeah, especially the tripwires and mines.
Yeah. Already on the first Ober squad, you know, you take 1. You might look like you might hit another one as well. It's just constant lead.
I'm not sure if this is really a bad decision, though. I mean,
I don't think so either.
cons, when they get late game, vote 3 cons are going to be really rough for the Volks to handle, especially 7-man.
Oh, I'm
stay
sorry.
behind cover.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just surprised. Query's actually cancelled the 76. I guess he wants the 85, but I actually think the 76 is way better here, personally. I mean, he spotted the 2 Obers, so I think...
If I was in issues, I would think a P4 would be on the way shortly. Because Kimbo has held like decent fuel control almost all game. And on top of that, he's just been like winning fights for the most part for the last like, what, 3 minutes? And holding ground too.
I guess, but the Obers are going to be a big issue soon. Oh, he might get a wipe, I guess.
Oh god, the shock troops. Oh, see all that manpower now? This is gonna go away, and then you got the Jaegers on top of that too.
Yeah, I might get the flak here as well.
Yeah. This is where I would probably GG out, because you can't like you have to throw away squads, I think. You have to actually like sacrifice some of your Volks or something. Like you can't sustain this manpower.
No, P4 is not going to be on time, and as Orangepest mentioned here, you are going to struggle with some manpower, as we can see.
These overs. 40. This is like almost 200 manpower you're reinforcing. That's like an entire minute. That's insane. Like the entire army is manpower based now. The fuel is workflows.
Yeah, and the 85 was plowing through that infantry as well.
Yeah, and it's just more bleed. And,
I think he went for the 85 to not lose it, because the 34-76 is easier to lose. So to guarantee himself that he keeps bleeding in manpower or something, I think it's smarter, because 76 I could kill with a, like, if he runs into a mine and double racketing, but 85 is almost impossible to kill with double racketing unless he drives into a mine in front of them.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just such a huge fan of the 76. Had he gone for a 76 here, he would be able to queue a second one like in 5 seconds. Because this is 40 fuel more.
True, but
But it's a question if like, because that's a lot of things to repair too. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad call, but like 85 is probably the better call, especially if you're playing against OKW, because the OKW P4 specifically has like some insane armor values, and it can actually like get some work done. And against T-34-76, it's able bounce like often, like really often.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question, Kimbo, right? Looking at your current composition, what would you like swap out right now? What do you want rid of?
The Jaegers.
Just the Jaegers?
I think so, because then I could have manpower for the tanks.
It's interesting though, because the Jaegers has like twice the kills of all your folks, but I guess the folks does have the utility of sandbags and snares, right?
Yeah. Sandbags is very nice.
Yeah. And having the snares, like, how else are you gonna kill the 85? It's essentially a mine.
Walking mine.
So you did actually have the manpower to get a Panzer IV, but you didn't. Does that mean you're going for a Panther here?
Yeah, I like since I got the Aubers, I don't really need the Panzer IV.
Good lord, these Volks at the top, they're just getting eaten alive.
Yeah, these Vox. Just like-
They
Yeah,
just like,
they're not having a good time. We can.
yeah,
at some point, they just walk at you and you just lose.
yeah, with the STG.
Like you look at South, same thing happened. Like it's stupid. You lose at all ranges and you have no way of like winning fights.
I mean, that's why you have the Obers. I'm assuming here.
I was thinking that Soviets might be a little bit strong this this whole patch, to be honest with you. Especially the late game, yeah, when you get 7 men. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I think this con just beat 2 folks, and they've only lost 1 model doing it.
Yeah.
Or 2 7-men, actually.
The good thing with Obers is actually you can just A move and you don't have to micro. That's good.
Yeah.
It's the problem though, ultimately, is just he's gonna have sandbags to hide behind. So even if, well, in this case you flanked them, but Maxim's covering, but generally speaking, like in certain situations you have to like run out of sandbag, and those situations are like Obers will just bleed so much manpower doing that.
I must say though, with the sandbag target size nerf that was in the latest patch, I don't find them as, oh, that's a huge shot right there, but that like they're not as bad anymore, I think, because now the 80 guns can actually remove them somewhat consistently, right? Like even looking at, yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I like how he's chasing every single squad for additional shot on retreat. That's actually a small detail there that is huge.
Yeah, and just that extra shot there was 80 manpower, right? Do that twice or 3 times and it's like a racket and lost, which just happened here.
You can see the tanks are not on A move, they are like micromanaged.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a shock racket then.
What with that man, that nade, that was annoying.
Yeah, it's the retreat is that was huge.
Yeah, I was like, ah. 6-man rocket and shocks, I'm not gonna kill.
Well, I had the body armor.
Oh, -1.
-1.
Oh, that's a bit of a miss micro too, with the Jaegers running out.
Yeah, he's targeting the Sis here, getting that down, like... How did you lose this, if I may ask? I guess we're about to find out, but...
Yeah, I lost this because I didn't see I was getting snared in the middle and drove my Panther into AT gun. I'm gonna show you soon.
Yeah, we'll see it in a bit, I guess. But this looks so dominant. I think you actually could have dived there, but I guess you didn't want to risk it, right? You're probably expecting a second vehicle here.
I mean, the Raketans at base is probably walking out by now.
Oh yeah, that's very true call. Or good call.
Well, yeah, this is good, but who's in the middle? I was not the best micro the whole game.
Well, he just lost another 200 manpower.
Yeah,
Well,
that's...
actually, up there's in 300.
Yeah,
and then it's getting a
Siscan and Maxim. Lots of losses for Quiz there.
Yeah, but Kimbo just in exchange lost like equivalent of like 300 manpower. I mean, it's just squads reinforcing, but like right now he has nothing, and like Quartz is just gonna like rebuild essentially. And he's got like almost 200 fuel in the bank now, so it's like,
Dude, this Maxim.
I love that
It's
move.
done more than the Folks already. These
What
folks
the-
have 10 kills. This
What?
Maxim has like 10.
What is he doing? How did you lose against this guy? What the hell?
I was like, that's a great move that I did, not retreating that Maxim.
Yeah.
And I didn't kill the rocket and should have stayed there. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
Blood and more manpower.
I feel like you're in such a dominant position now. The amount of losses Quirits is taking here.
Yeah, but I'm not. I could have
He
utilized.
can't reinforce his army, dude. Look at his like base.
Oh,
Jaegers
yeah.
is sitting there. The Obers have been doing really well though. They have like almost 40 kills together.
Yeah, look at that. You know, investing into the future, that's what Kimbo is doing right here. This is the Bitcoin trader, you know?
Obers are my bitcoins.
Yeah.
They can have very little value sometimes, and sometimes a lot.
Of course, it's going for an SU-85. I wasn't expecting that.
It is strange when he has 85s, right? Isn't it? It's really strange.
Well, it's more like he has just a complete dominance over over the tank essentially if he has two 85s. And the Panther, like by itself, isn't going to be able to threaten infantry that much.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think 85. You also need to keep bleeding these overs, right? Because they're gonna be such a pain once they keep vetting up.
But
You could have gone for Katusha as well.
these little things when he shoots the Rocketen, and I was like baiting him to stay there so I can shoot it with the Obers, but he retreats straight after one shot. And he gets that one shot and it retreats, that makes me angry. I actually tilt during the game when someone outplays me like that. I'm trying to bait him and he just uses that to his advantage.
Really, how do you actually lose this? Because, well, I guess your fuel income isn't that good, so if you lose the Panther, you're in big trouble, but he only has basically an 85 to fight you now. He's down to 2 conscripts and a shock, and the shock is the biggest threat on the field, probably, in terms of anti-infantry.
Oh. Oh, this is gonna be bad. SU-85 is out. And you got that snared Panther quite aggressively. Doesn't seem like Quirit is capitalizing on this though.
Kimbo isn't moving though. He needs to be backing. There we go.
Ooh, 85 drives on the mine.
Yeah.
Well, it did get the repair, but it might come in again here. And it does.
Yeah, this one. I didn't see it. I didn't see him getting the nade off. And I was driving forward. I should have stopped and reversed.
Oh no, the greed.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the grid. I just didn't have him on my screen. My screen was
Well, yeah, but you made a greedy push into his line.
yeah, but
I don't disagree though. The SU-85 was facing the wrong
Yeah.
direction, and the
Yeah.
85 was in front of a Rocketen, which it apparently killed.
yeah, if I saw this, I thought it was a mine, by the way, on the point, but it wasn't. Like, I just didn't have him on my screen, and if I saw because I have blitz, like if I wasn't the engine damaged, I could have just blitzed away, and yeah, I just didn't see that, and that was unfortunate.
Yeah, honestly, I could have been game deciding if you didn't get snared there, because you would be able to take out the SU-85 quite comfortably. It's only the Rocketen that's risky.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he would be behind it. I wish we could replay that.
I mean,
but-
yeah, but it's a lot of RNG. You can't like make that call. Because those are Rocketen firing on him the entire time. And the 85 would be on him too.
I
He
think just
also
not
ended up
losing
losing.
the Panther and getting another one would be the game deciding move. Because
Yeah.
I would have another one now, and because I lost one, I can throw the game here.
Did you ever think about getting skill planes at all? Because you're really using a lot of munitions and all of other stuff, but not saving it.
I don't think I really love the blender corpse and the nades. Like I didn't wanna save up for that.
Okay.
So you also ended up losing your other Rocketen. What happened to that during that push?
I don't know where.
It was up here. He lost it in front of the 85, which is a bit surprising, because I think that was 5 men. I guess he must have taken a really big hit from the 85 or something.
Yeah.
Let's send the cat in. Guys, so stiff breeze.
Now I'm just playing to have some fun and practice. Because I knew I was like, yeah, I lost this game.
Oh, you were confident you lost here?
Yeah, I knew I'm gonna lose.
Interesting.
Because
I don't think it's over at this point, actually. Like, look at your army here. You've got the Obers.
if I had the double Rocketen still, that would be a different story. But because I lost both AT guns and the Panther, then that's a bit rough.
Yeah. And we have the Katusha coming out here, which It's going to be quite rough.
Yeah. Ah, he's gonna go second 85, which is gonna be even worse since the Ober's gonna have hard time doing anything there.
I must say though, you did say that you didn't like the JLI, but I'm just looking at these guys, and you know they have still higher kill count than the Obers.
By 1.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they don't
or
have the staying
15.
power. Like the staying power of there is like they kill, but if you put them on a point and the conscript will go, they will cap the point. If you put an Ober on the point and the conscript gets close on Uras, you can throw the smoke nade. He's not gonna cap the point, and that's the difference, I think.
Oh,
What
yeah.
would be
Good
actually useful would be to know like the statistics of like what it actually got in terms of manpower value. So we're not seeing like, you know, it has 30 kills, but how many models has the squad lost, for example? That's a big deal. Like, we don't know how much it actually paid for itself, even though it has been killing a lot.
Yeah, Relic. If you're listening for CoH2, you know, it would be nice to just have more statistics. Like, the amount of manpower reinforced, for instance, would be, I think, an interesting statistic.
That reminds me of that fat book named Statistics. It's like a fat book. It's cool.
Did you read? Have you read it?
No, I know a lot of traders and investors read that. I mean, the mathematician kind of good ones. They kind of like, you know, it's like about probabilities and stuff. It's really.
Oh, he lost one of the Volk swords, but he took out the Maxim. Too bad of a trade. Yeah, at this point though, you've reached a situation where it's like you can't fight him back.
Yeah, losing that Stern Pioneer right there is also quite rough, because that means no Raketten for you. You need to rebuild that 300 manpower. Oh, that's just CoH2, CoH2 being CoH2 right there.
That's when you insult your opponent and call them lucky.
Did you get salty at this point, or?
Actually, I get salty in different scenarios. Like in this case, I was like, oh, I did a mistake.
Oh yeah, with the Panther, and you thought it was like fair game because.
No, with the Stern, with the Panther, yes, and with the Stern Pioneer, I get angry in different situations. So.
But you do get angry.
Yeah.
But is it just when people outplay you?
Something maybe like that. I mean, yeah, or when I just overall lose the series, then I probably get angry. I throw the bottle and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably gets angry. You don't lose a lot of series, so that's.
Yeah, try not to.
You're probably a very happy person then.
Yeah, but yes. Yeah, dude. I think past 3-1 grand tournaments I won, but also I lost a lot too previously. So.
Yeah. And here we see Quirate's capitalizing on the fact that he's killed so much. No 80 guns around. Only the Panther, but
where it's exposed.
Yeah, like the Panther can't even do anything here because of the Su-85. It's just gonna pick it off.
It's the pain of not having Raketten.
So if you could replay this game then, Kimbo, is it just changing out the Jaeger? Would you still have gone for double Ober, double Panther?
Yeah, I would do that.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, yeah, pretty much. Let's see how it goes. If I lost that one, then I would have to come up with something else.
Yeah, I think the answer is don't play OPW in a tournament, honestly.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think it's that bad, especially not in Commander Terminator. I think it's playable, but you have to be playing so safe or very risky. Like, there's no middle ground there, you know? You can't really play OKW as a middle ground.
You can't talk Turtle Soviets.
Yeah.
Is that a Vulcan itself getting a Maxim? Just locking down everything at this point.
I think that was the first engagement for this Maxim, actually. It got let 1 and 4 kills right there.
Yeah, at this point. The only thing you can really realistically do is rebuild the Schwer and hope he like makes a mistake.
Do you think KT is like completely unrealistic here?
I mean, you could do it, but like,
What does Kimbo think?
He doesn't.
Yes?
He's not gonna win infantry fights.
Yes, mother, what do you want?
What do you think? Like, what would your choice be here? Going Schwer again or King Tiger?
I would, if I had the choice, I would just like go out and have some ice cream instead of playing.
You feel that done at this point?
No, I mean, I would do that instead, but I don't know, when I do something, I gotta finish it, so I... But I was thinking, do you need Schwer for King Tiger?
No.
The way it works is, so long as you've upgraded the pack, then you can get it.
Yeah, so I should have gone for the KT. Yeah.
It's funny that, you know, one of the best players in the game doesn't know simple, or not, maybe not simple, but, you know, a bit general stuff like that, because you don't really see it in a competitive setting that often.
Yeah, the last time I played King Tiger was, I don't know, man.
I know the Koreans like to go for it a lot. You might see a King Tiger versus Asha next week, actually, since you're facing him.
Yeah, I might go myself.
Yeah, go Kidobi, bro. I'm sure it'll work out great.
I got sad that he blocked me from the front here.
Yeah.
Well, you could have lived, maybe, but you would have some serious luck.
Yeah, Kimbo didn't strike this time, I think.
No, not this time.
Let me just see here before I change screen. Relica, do you have a cam?
I do. It's on right now.
Oh, it is? I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Lovely.
Relica looks like a PhD. Are you a PhD?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
1 second.
So I put the parrots in the other room, so you shouldn't be able to hear them at all.
Oh, that's very nice of you. So that was the first game between Kimbo and Quirits. Took a look at it. I think it was good stuff, generally. I think better player probably won that game in particular, but like the series overall, Kimbo looked quite dominant, right?
The second game was relatively easy, and the third game I was tryharding a lot, and also, it was somewhat smooth. It was smooth.
But you want the elite troops in the third game. That's like ultimate DM.
Well, not really on Nexus. That's I think that's.
No, man.
I don't think it's that bad either. You get.
I would feel insulted if someone did that.
I mean, it is Commander Terminator, you know, so you gotta kind of pick your right options, I think. Especially when you're going to be facing some very good players later on, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think elite troops is the command you'd go to. Like, there's better options.
Yeah. So, Relica, you turned up a bit late. How are you?
I feel like grimy. Real tired. That's basically me today.
Oh, you've been working?
Just sort of got back, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you eat today?
Nothing.
Oh, shit. Ask Kimbo what he ate today.
What did you eat today, Kimbo?
I took a nap today, and after I woke up, I ate cereal. But what did I eat earlier? I did eat something, but I don't remember.
Ah, come on, man. You've been sleeping all day. Let's be real here.
No. I just took a 1 hour nap. I literally was awake before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not what you said, but sure.
I say different. I don't word myself properly often. Let's just say that.
If we continue on the OKW bandwagon, hating on the faction, Relica, what do you think about OKW in general? Because I remember we've had some talks in the past about how it's kind of hard to play OKW if you're behind.
I generally think OKW really just struggles at all points of the game because they're behind. Like, you have to be aggressive with the faction in order to just even it out. And if you end up winning from that, you can just sort of accelerate from there. But if anything goes wrong at any point, you're just really stuck because their teching is slow. You don't have necessarily all the tools you need, especially at late game with the pop cap issues of OKW. It's just, I think it's just really difficult to get them right if you play them. Whereas Austere, in comparison, like, they have access to most tools they need. Well, I guess all of the tools, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Austere in general is just safer as well.
Austere likes one option, which is a generalist, like,
Oh
light
yeah,
tank.
it is very generalist the way you play Austere.
Well, it's not. Well, the light vehicle itself is not like a steward or anything. It's more like,
yeah.
It's more like a looks, essentially. Even though it can do the job of, like, dealing with the T70. It's like, that's the only tool Austere likes.
Oh yeah. I'm not really surprised that we mostly see Austere in tournaments. Like, the fact that OKW has the teching issues and the pop issues, as well as, just lacking some tools, it makes it quite obvious that you mostly see Austere. But it's still good, Sometimes we see OKW, and I find it a bit exciting. Because usually you see some strange stuff happening. Like this game, we had double overs with JLI and the Panthers, That's not really what you see when you see the Austere Soviet matchup, because that's mostly as the Panzer Force.
Panzer Force, and then try to grind that out with double MG and double pack.
I think one issue OKW really has is that with the teching, you see most people go battle group right away for the healing and just to be able to also get snares from the upgrade, so they don't also have to spend the muni on the healing packs also. But you don't often see them go straight to tier 3, which is the mechanized, because you have to save that fuel for the Schwer, or else your tank's going to be extra late. And so, like, the entire light vehicle phase is just hinged on the flak half track if you do get it, and other than that, it's just stalling for a medium tank.
Yeah, I'd like to see the flak half track currently for OKW is kind of like the T70 used to be for the Soviets, where it's like they're kind of a crutch vehicle, or a crutch unit even. OKW doesn't really have that much going for it until Panzer IV, unless you go for flak half track. And if you go for flak half track, like, your life pretty much depends on it, I feel like.
Yeah, I also feel like one of the bigger problems is that flak kind of scales kind of poorly. And Volks also scale poorly. Like, really, really poorly. Probably the worst scaling infantry in the game, even.
Oh yeah.
It just leaves you, because, like, you play against SVT conscripts, and it's like, they run at you, you're behind green cover, and they still win. And you're like, well, I did the best I could, but I can't win this fight. And it's just like, it's too brutal.
OKW is poop, 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 poop.
Exactly.
That's the analysis from one of the best players. Short and, straight to the
Gets
point.
to the point.
Yeah. What other things is a hot topic right now except for the tournament? We got the huge 4v4 tournament coming up. I know.
What do you think about the 4v4 meta, Kimbo? Do you love it?
The 4v4 meta. Yeah, I mean.
You know, the Pathfinder pot maxim that you sit there and stare at each other.
I enjoy the tournament, regardless whether or lost.
I think our series was super fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun.
Are you playing in this, Kimbo? Do you have a team yet?
Yeah, I was hoping to sign up with Von Assen and Scotch. I mean, they asked me like 1 month ago already, but yeah, and then CN. I said maybe CN, but CN's not around, so maybe someone else.
Cian is not around?
That's
Yeah,
not
he
the
didn't
team
like
you had
that one.
last time, too. Because I remember we played that Chinese tournament. You, me, Aston, and Scotch, yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Did we? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We played against Seeking and we lost.
Yeah, we lost against the...
Next, fucking Crossfire had a quote-unquote bug spat that he didn't prove.
I was
I mean,
hoping...
it's fun to see some other tournaments other than 1v1s as well, I think. Like, we've seen some 4v4 tournaments in the past, mostly hosted by Mr. Sipan, right? But it's still fun to see, because that way, you know, there's different game modes, different tournaments for different game modes, which is exciting. And this one also has a huge prize pool.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly big.
Yeah, it's twice of the 1v1, the latest 1v1 tournament, which is like quite unheard of for 4v4. Usually they're not that big, but you know, if they're that rare, then you might as well, you know, bring out the big bucks.
Yeah, I don't even those little 1v1 tournaments. I don't really consider them. I just play for like practice and fun. Like
Preparation for the
it's not
real
really.
next one.
You can have 20 of those. What matters is those bigger 1v1s, like this is the real tourneys.
Oh yeah, like the worlds and whatever, when there is like super
I mean,
large.
the 101st Airborne, when it had like this,
Oh yeah, that was pretty big. But that was like 2000, I think,
But
right?
I consider that a standard tourney, because
Yeah.
if you really want to be like I don't know, I would say you can take 10 tourneys with $300 prize pool. It's not no, it's I prefer the bigger ones, so like 2 months or so.
Mhm.
Like the small ones is just to have some fun, like a troll tourney. I don't know.
It's like you say, good practice touring, because you
Yeah.
play the mostly the same players that you see in the large tournament later on as well. Then,
Because look at this, if you win one tourney with like $1,500 prize pool, you need to win 5 or 6 of those small tourneys. So the small tourneys is really just you could even consider them like
yeah, but you know, it keeps it alive too, right? If we wouldn't have the small tournaments, then it would be
maybe
getting
the small
stale in
tournament-
between.
Maybe the small tournament should be only allowed for players with less Master League rank. So, for example, ECU wouldn't be allowed, and players like him.
Yeah, I think you should ban Isildur from all tournaments.
No, from the small ones. From the small ones, I mean. That would be, but also they're good for practice, so yeah.
I don't know. I think that would be kind of strange for a competitive
yeah,
format. You know, let's ban the best players because you know they're too good.
Let's ban the best players so everyone else can get some money too.
Yeah, some fucking handouts. You know, it's like good stuff. Good stuff. So Relica, when are you playing in a tournament? I don't think I've ever seen you playing one.
Yeah, I'm not really. Most tournaments I've seen that sign up for, or not sign up for, that I could sign up for, like usually start at like 6 a.m. and I just do not want to get up that early.
Oh yeah, the struggle with North America, I guess.
Yeah, the only tournaments I have gone in was I subbed for that 4v4 tournament, and there was a previous 4v4 tournament where we basically memed around, and it was me, Orangepest, Asha.
Napoleon and Asha,
yeah.
What, with Napoleon? Napoleon played CoH2?
Yeah, it's like, Napoleon, it's a 4v4 tournament, I need a team, you're playing. And it's like, okay. And I just grabbed a bunch of people.
Yeah,
we did it so I could get Dawn of War 3 in my library without paying for it, essentially. We succeeded, so.
Yes, as soon as we got the Dawn of War 3, we didn't care what happened. We just poor Asha though. He went Brits, got a bunch of what's their artillery piece called again? The mobile one.
Is it the Sexton?
Yeah, he got a bunch of Sextons, but they all kept dying.
It was just a clusterfuck the entire thing because we had no practice or anything. We just showed up and played, and I think we still got to like 3rd place.
Yeah, it was 3rd place, I believe.
But yeah.
Yeah. But we should maybe round it off here. Thank you all for coming on a weekday. It's been a bit hard to get together here because we're all so busy during these weeks.
Yeah, my work is riding my ass about shit, so.
But
Yeah, but of
we'll
course.
we'll keep up, and we'll have both Kimbo and Relica back here at some point in the future, I think, as well. Maybe if Kimbo can win some more tournaments, we don't know that yet, but you know.
In
if
1
it-
year, I'm gonna be back here. Don't worry, just stay tight.
Nagano and then Kimbo on the same podcast.
Oh yeah,
Or
if
combo.
Nagano would like to join in, that would be very cool. I'm not sure how good he is at English though, but
Wait.
Speak it.
Let's talk about the 4v4 tournament. Who's gonna win that one?
do you have any prediction, Kimbo?
I think whoever takes the most best 1v1 players in their team is gonna win.
I don't
Wait.
think that's the case anymore.
I don't think that's the
because-
case either, actually. Not from the last tournament.
What do you mean last tournament?
Well, because the problem is the meta right now is so utterly braided
Yeah.
that being good literally doesn't matter.
But you need
Like,
to
it straight
take.
up doesn't matter.
I think whoever beats the USF Scott spam is going to be the winning team. If anyone
Yeah.
figures out a consistent way to actually beat it. I don't think there is one, but if there is a
No.
consistent way to beat it,
You just have to
then-
run. You gotta run your head against the wall with like 8 Panthers and
yeah.
hope like you don't hit a mine or like the 3 S55s and like the 4 Jacksons and all the skill planes don't kill you.
Yeah. I think there may be some way to make it less hurtful, but currently it's just so hard to go up against that as Axis. And it's starting to spread too. It's not only in 4v4 since the tournament. I've faced it in 2v2s a couple of times and in 1v1s, and it's been quite... Yeah, yes, Kimbo?
Elpern, what was your thoughts before playing a game with me in the tournament?
With the 4v4 one?
No, in the 1v1, the last Saturday.
I was going in knowing I'd lose, but I was
Wow.
I wanted to, I was thinking, since I beat Love Nest, I feel like I may have a chance versus certain players if I just play out of my mind. But versus players like you or like some of the more aggressive players, it's so hard because you get, like, if you remember that second game, I was actually quite dominant in the early game, right? If you remember.
Wait. What was the factions?
Was it
I
Soviet?
was Austrian and you were playing Soviets. I remember it quite well because I beat myself up afterwards that I lost that because I was doing so well.
Were you like, fucking retarded fucking kid? Just
No, I wasn't upset. It was more like, oh goddamn, I misplayed so hard and that lost me the game. Because I was doing so well up to the point where I lost the 2 packs, and that was simply because they were a bit too far up.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was. But it's so easy to dive the packs with the T34.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did the same to you the first game, but like that's like, fuck, I was doing so well. I had better vehicle timings and I was trading, I had map control, and then you lose the packs and straight off the bat the game is lost, right? Because the T3476 keeps pumping and you don't have the manpower. And
It's
you
so cheap, man. It's so stupid. I hate how cheap they are.
yeah,
Like
so
you make one passive 4 and there's like 2 T34s on the field.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
just like...
then we went into game 3, which was one of the scrappiest games I played in a while. I mean, it could have swung either way, to be honest, because we both were
You
quite
could have won
strong.
that easily, I think, late game. You just threw away too many T34s.
Yeah, but I mean, so did Kimbo, right? So it wasn't that either of us played well. It was more like it was just so scrappy. But I think if I played better game 2, I think I could have won. But it's, I think better player definitely came out ahead. I don't actually think you played the most optimal in the first game either, because you were kind of going for like encirclement or something weird like that, and
Well, it feels bad, man. Autistic Polish kid win.
yeah.
But but when you lost the last game, were you a bit angry? Perhaps you get like a little bit.
Why are you so interested in knowing if he's mad or not?
I get upset a lot when I stream because I talk, and when you talk you mostly just say shit that comes out in your head. You don't really think about it when you play. So when you play you're mostly just focused, especially in tournaments. I don't really get angry a lot.
I want to know the other perspective. So you were like, okay, fine, whatever. You just went like grab some ice cream.
No, it was like after game 2, I was like, oh shit, let's go grab some water, let's not think about it, and let's just play game 3 essentially. And game
That's
3 was like, I was going in knowing I'd lose. I got some hope after the first game, and then you kind of crushed the hope in its crib. So
Yeah, when I ran into the 2 mines with my Panzer Force in the last game, I was like, if I'm gonna lose this, I'm just like, because I gotta be honest here a little. And when I had like the advantage in the last game, the two Panzer Force, I was like purposely not capping the fuel and stuff for a bit, because I wanted to drag the game out.
Oh really?
But then when I ran into mines, I was like, I'm gonna regret that so badly. I'm gonna regret that.
All right, the cocky, confident.
I like the practice when.
I mean, it's fun, It brings some life into the sports scene to have some banter. I think, which is I think it's healthy. I mean, Orangepest, you know all about it. Fighting versus Polo and who else in the 1v1 ultimate ladder? Yeah, Angriffen, exactly. PJ. So there's no what do you call it? Lack of banter, I don't think, and I think that's healthy. I think the game would be so boring if we didn't have colorful players like Kimbo.
What if we play the tournament game against each other, elpern, and we swap chairs?
Chairs?
Yeah. Are you?
We have the same chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's IKEA for you, dude. Sweden represent. All right, but thank you for showing up, boys. It was a lot of fun, and thank you everyone for watching as well. We'll hopefully be back this weekend again. With
hopefully.
Yeah,
no
hopefully.
promises.
No problem. No, we can come on.
Dude, well, this weekend actually I should be freer.
Freer?
Yeah, because I don't have to work the rest of the week after tomorrow. Apparently, but we'll have to see.
All right. But yeah, thank you, Relica, for showing up as well. Sorry that we had to disturb your sleep schedule a bit, and as well as Kimbo, you were also sleeping, so sorry for disturbing your sleep schedule, but
I wake up like 1-2 p.m. or maybe 3 p.m. I woke up, and then I was awake for 2 hours.
No. You woke up at 7 p.m. today. Come on, dude.
No, I was awake a little bit. I was actually reading and then fall asleep and then woke up.
What were you reading?
The big statistic
What were
book.
you reading?
I was reading the Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas.
Damn, you actually had an answer. Okay, I believe.
Do you have it there on hand so you can show it to the camera?
I have. No, it's in the other room. Do you want me to get it?
No. We gotta end the stream now.
Yeah, but see you all, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.